So we got our chicken wings. We're gonna find a bone over here. You see the small one first, and wiggle it around, then twist it sideways, twist it again, and just pull it out. You see? Just the bone. And same thing with this bone. Just twist it sideways and pull it out. Boom. And you got straight up meat. You can dip it and eat it. Very simple.
What's up, guys? Today I got boiled eggs. Like this one. Boiled eggs. You know? I'm sure you have boiled eggs before. Let's check it out. You know, how to peel an egg the right way or the Russian way. You crack an egg on top, like this, small crack, and then you crack an egg on the bottom, on his ass, pretty much. And then you peel a small hole like that. It is pretty small. And then you crack a bigger hole on the bottom, like, oh, let's see, you see, the small hole, big hole, and then you just like, you know, put this small hole closer to your mouth and just blow as hard as you can. Freaking crazy, huh? Check this out, guys. Can you see me? This is freaking awesome, isn't it? Let's try the other one. This normal egg, right? Normal. This is a normal egg, huh? Take the piece off of it. Then I take a piece of bigger little bit off of it. Man, this is freaking awesome. I bet you didn't know that. If you did, you know, like this video. Okay, you see how 80% of it, or 90, is still is in the peel, and just a small tip off, bigger tip off right here. And that's just like perfect peel off egg. And it's not even hard boiling. Half long.
Alright, we're gonna take out the hot potato, just boiled, into the icy cold water. Let's see. We're gonna keep it for like 10 seconds. Cut it in half like that. Okay, after 10 seconds, you just pull it firmly on two sides right here, and it's still really hot, and you got peeled potato. A lot of people use those dresses to put clothes in, and a lot of hotels have, pretty much almost every hotel I've been in have a dresser, you know, to put your clothes in. But how do you want to put the clothes in so it's actually very easy to take them out? Let's check it out. So usually a lot of people to put in their clothes like that, I would assume so, because this is what I used to do. And it's really hard to find a shirt I wanna actually use, you know, or the sweaters too. It's so annoying, especially if you have a lot of them. So today I'm gonna show you the best way to fold your t-shirts and sweater, and the best way to put them in the dresser so you take out and you see every shirt of yours you wanna wear. So how do you fold your shirt? In half like that, and then put this ones in here, and like that. And then put it in a dresser, just like that. And you piled it in. Instead of doing this, all you have to do one more fold. And you wanna do the same thing with all of your shirts. So, and you actually will have more space that way as well. So they're gonna look like that. And then you wanna stack them up with that one fold right here. Not with this one. You see there's mantle. This one, nice one. Then we're gonna grab our shorts and stick them like that. Same thing with the sweaters. And put them like that, simply. And you see you have one more row to put shorts or sweaters right here. So you can close it like that, and next time you need a t-shirt, you just open it and just go over which shirt you want. But you already know your shirt, so you see the colors. Ooh, I know this shirt. Ooh, I know oh, I want to wear this shirt. You just take it out. Ah, I changed my mind. You just pull it up, stick it back in. Maybe these two. You take these two out. I don't like them. You could put them back in easily, you know? And you don't have to go through all of them. Same thing with the sweaters. You're like, ooh, which one? I can just take this one. Put them back in. And then once you got all you need, you just closed it. You know, there is a lot of talking on the internet that you can defuse a soda can or a beer can. If it's shaking off, you just tap on it and it's diffusing, and you open it right away after you tap it, and it's not gonna foam at all, or like very little. So today I'm gonna do an experiment and see if it's fake or not. Let's check it out. So I'm gonna shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Couple times dropped it, shake it up, and all you gotta do, hold it by the top, do a bunch of spinning like that. You can do like that, you can do tap on it, whatever, on the side, and let's see if we're gonna open it now. Well, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Alright, let's try this again. Shake it off a couple times, drop it. You know, when you buy it from vending machine, it's all shaken off. You know, when you buy it from the box. Tap it a couple times on the side. Wait a second. Okay, let's open it. That's a fail again. I know, you guys, what do you think? Is it all fake stuff? Let's try this again. This time I'm gonna use two cans, shake them up so they will be foamy when you open it or explode. So, and I'm gonna tap on one and see which one will explode less. Alright, let's do it. Shake it up, drop it a couple times, you know, when you buy it from vending machine. Alright, I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna tap on one of them. And we see the comparison, because I'm gonna open two of them. This one just standing over there. Alright, that should be enough. And alright, you be the judge. Does it really help you whenever you tap on a can? I'm gonna show you a video that you've been using public restroom alone. You know, one of those papers like that where you put on a seat? Well, how do you usually use it? I think you probably been using it alone. Let's check it out. So let's say I'm in a public restroom and I pull out one of these pieces to put it on a toilet like that, so I can sit out, and I don't want to sit on a dirty thing, so I can like sit on paper, right? But most of you probably putting it like that and like rip it off here and here and here, and then drop it inside and put it like that, right? Well, that's not right. Or some of you even would rip off this piece, put it inside over there, and then put it like that. Well, you just messed it up. That's not right either. So this way, putting it or ripping it off is actually not the right way to do it. The right way is actually, you wanna rip off these pieces first, boom, and boom. And so, most of you, it even look like you wanna put it this way, because this one is look alike. You see this circle and closing this part. So it looks like you wanna put this thing just like that, you know? Actually, you supposed to put it this way, you know? This way, exactly. It actually says on the box, so, but we don't see the box because they actually protected in a special thing. And then you want to drop this thing inside here. You see what I'm saying? Let me show you close up. So you see this paper? So for guys, it's especially nice. Over here paper, if you sit down and pull out your schlong, you don't have to worry about touching with your schlong the bottom of a toilet. You know what I mean? Some people have this kind of problem. Or when you pee over here, it's not gonna splash. It's just gonna hit the paper and kinda roll off the paper. So this is actually the right way to do it. And when you're done, of course, you can use your leg to kind of drop it off and flush. Don't just leave it on the toilet. Don't be a douchebag. Flush always in a public restroom before you leave. And of course, before you poop, grab one of this toilet paper and lay it flat as possible. You know, on the toilet. You know why you need this toilet paper there? Because whenever you're gonna drop the bomb, it's not gonna splash and splash your butt. So you're already kind of breaking the tension of the water with toilet paper. So it's just gonna go right through. And the air not gonna go inside as much and not gonna make a big splash. Yesterday one of my friends was peeling orange with a knife and she had a lot of problems. She was peeling it like that and she would peel it with a little bit of orange, and orange juice, you know, it would just spray out everywhere. And you know, when you get orange on your hands, it gets very sticky and nasty. So, or if you peel it with your finger, sometimes you just like takes so much time to peel it like piece by piece, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna show you a very simple way to do it. You grab a finger over here and here, you know, on these two dots, and find approximately middle and cut it through. But don't cut it all the way in half. Just cut it when you feel it's like you cut through the peel, but you didn't cut through the orange. You know, like very little bit. And just keep going. All the way around like that. And you see, I come back all the way around. And now all you do is, you see, peel it up like that. And just go around like this. Look how simple it is. And now on the other side. Stick a finger in there and go around it. You see, very simple and very fast way to peel it, to separate the yolks, you know what I mean, from the white stuff. Because my friend is a cook, and one time he was like separating the yolk with hands like that, turn it around, and sometimes he would lose, and sometimes he would lose some of the yolk. So all you're gonna need is empty bottle, and you squeeze it. Let's check it closer. Squeeze it and suck it in like that. Ah, too fast. Okay, check it out. Perfectly yolk egg without any white stuff. Let's try another one. Just squeeze it. And like that, you know? So you got 4 pieces like that, alright? Well, when you eat it, let's say you eat it all this. So when you eat it, let's say you ate this part, and when you have to eat this part, you touch it, you touch watermelon to your face like this. So all your watermelon, all your face in the watermelon. So right now I'm gonna show you how to avoid that. How to avoid messing up your face, especially for kids, you know. You just grab it like that and cut this piece out and cut this piece out. And check this out. This is just genius. You didn't waste any watermelon, as you see. And now when you eat it, you're not gonna mess up your face. Let's demonstrate. So you can start from the top. from the side. You can go from the other side. You see, and my face is clean.